Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Skybees. Before we can do it, I'd like to ask you all to please click and subscribe. Also, leave any comments here for me down in the comments below. In addition, check out the description where there's links to my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. Twitch for live streams when they happen, Twitter for updates on videos on live streams, and Discord just to hang out and chat with me and the rest of the community. And now that we got that all out of the way, let's get into what you actually came to see today, which is the video. So, last time, we did a little bit of stuff. We set up this. Well, we did this in between episodes, but we set that up in between episodes, and then we also did this to get a fire resistance amulet, which as you can see is now quite damaged because I used it to finish off, where is it at? There you go. And we've killed 100 places. That task is complete. We have not done any others off camera right now, mostly just because most of them are going to require a little bit of time consuming work that we don't have time for right this moment. Additionally, these have all been running. I think we're pretty close on our first singularity. This needs improved, obviously, which is why we had this thing set up, which has been running. I don't even know how many's in it. We have 699 honeycombs. 4 honeycombs makes us a block of honeycombs. So a stack of blocks would be 4 stacks. So we're over a stack of blocks. I don't want to do the handcrafting though, however, which is what we're going to work on today. So it's pretty tedious to handcraft all the things we're going to have coming up. So in between episodes, I've cleared out this area some. It's not completely clear. I don't even know. Oh, this is part of that. Okay. And then I think this one's for the farm, right? Yeah, that's for the water. The water for the farm. Yeah, so moving into this episode. Anything cool in here? Not really. Nautilus gel, I guess. Kind of nice. Yeah. This episode, I want to take this area I've made and I'm going to build, in one of these corners, I want to build the starts of a auto-crafting machine and an auto-crafting pattern storage system. I don't know how big our first one's going to be, but I do want to get started on it. So, oops, I almost forgot. Before we get to that, let's finish off the last of this quest we were working on last time by building this networks factory, which means we've completed the industrial foregoing tab. Where is it at? There you go. That tab is now complete. We don't really need the material stonework factory for anything at the moment, but we have it for when we do, in case we need it for some automation later. And another advantage to having this auto crafting setup is we should be able to start getting these automated so that we can finish up mechanism pretty quickly with less hassle. So first step in doing this automation, since we want to do it in a way that gets us all the quest completes we want, we need to do the co-processing unit. We have these terminals, which we will work on in a second, but first thing we want to do is this coprocessor. So we're going to need a couple of these. I think I want to get 9 of these crafting units so that we can make a cube that has one of these 64K crafting storages in the middle and then coprocessors around the outside. That's 9. That's 8. Those. Now our next step is getting this is a 64K, which is what we want. So we need a 64K ME. Yep, so that's going to require some work that we will probably do off camera, so we will save that part for off camera, but we can at least get the area set up now, and we can also work on the molecular assembler, which is the other component that lets us do, like, if you've never played with it before, it lets you essentially do, it lets you do like handcrafting recipes. So this setup we have now, that'll let us store recipes, and then interfaces can do the actual crafting. To use an interface, you can use an interface on these machines. This is just a quick overview. Obviously, there's better videos explaining this, but you can use those interfaces on these machines to interact with them and cause them to create things, or can use them with another thing which we need to craft called a molecular assembler, which I need to quickly look up the recipe for because I cannot remember it. Here it is. So we need, how many we're gonna need? I figure to start with, why don't we do, we're gonna do it. We're gonna mirror what we have over there. So eventually this could get much bigger, but I think for now it's just gonna be this little square and we'll have a cable coming up through it. So to set that up, we're gonna need 4. Okay, I don't remember the recipe for them, so we're gonna have to look. This. Okay, so we need more annihilation and formation cores. Annihilation is the next one we need. More crafting table. All the things are running out right now. Go. There's 4 of those, and then we're gonna need 4 interfaces to go on them. Interface. Okay, let's make sure we have that bookmarked. Get these, and once again we're out of formation and annihilation cores. It's a good thing I made up so many circuits. We'll get 4 for now. I'm gonna want more to do the actual auto crafting with machines that we're definitely gonna want to set up soon, but for now this should do us to just get something basic. And then like I said, I want to eventually expand this. Is this right up against the, so 1 off and right up against. That. Okay, now we need to get some cables together. I want to run a full 32 bus down there. Eventually, we're going to make a much bigger controller setup if we end up getting to a point where we need extensive auto crafting, but this should hold us for a little bit. So let's make sure we do the cables in the correct order to get those quests. So we already have those. We need to do, oh, I guess this doesn't really, order-wise doesn't matter. So we want smart cables, we want the smart dense cable. Which means we need wool, which means we need string. Oh no, it's not like that, it's like this. Alright. We need more just flux cable. So let's craft that up. We need more of the, this is a little annoying. More quartz fiber. Alright, now we can turn that into more of this flux cable. It's really annoying. Okay, and then we take that and make dense cable out of it. Which of course doesn't make much. I don't even know if that's enough. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's not enough, but. And we're gonna need some cable, what are those things called? Not the facades, we need the little, dang it, where are they at? There's a quest for them, isn't there? Yeah. cable anchors. Oops. Quartz cutting knife. That completes a quest as well. And these, in case you've never used them before, let you connect things up in ways you cannot normally. This is our... So we're gonna need more cable than this. I'm just trying to lay it out. Oops. Break that. Okay, we're gonna need more cable, so I will cut and make more cable, and also make some of the get the processors going to make, or not processors, the storage component to make the crafting storage, and that should be it to get our auto crafting system set up, aside from a little bit of pattern stuff we have to do. So yeah, I will be right back once I have that all set up. So BRB. Alright guys, welcome back. So we have everything together at this point to do what we need to do. So here's our 64K crafting storage. Well, I say everything we need. Everything we were working on prior. So this device is online. These are online. These, if you're connected. Cool. So let's get I guess then the last thing we need to do is get a crafting display or pattern terminal. Sorry, pattern terminal. Oops. What it meant to do is this, and then remove that. Right, now we just need some blank patterns. And actually, to kind of illustrate how this works, let's make a pattern to make blank patterns. And in doing that, we need quartz glass pattern. Cool. Okay, and then let's go set those up down here. This is just good practice as a first one to put in. Another one I want to get is, well, let's first try it out. Blank patterns. Let's see if we can make up like 21. Yep, everything is there. Should take it a little while because this is not a very fast system, but we should get all our patterns. And let's put this here just so it's kind of out of the way. There's 21 patterns. Next thing I want to do is, since we want this to go better, we want to, or be faster, we want cards. I want to be able to auto craft those cards and then auto craft them into speed cards. And then our next thing that we'll set up to auto craft is just going to be our Okay, so those are both in. I made sure to put them in 2 different places. So if we want, let's say, how many? I think each of these can take 4 speed cards. I know this can't take any cards or any modifications. This is just as it is. But I think these can each take a certain amount. These can each take 1. So we could put 4 plus 24, I think, for this system. Let's see if we even have the stuff to make 24. I don't know that we do. I don't know if we do. Speed cards. Oh, we do. Which should greatly improve how the fastest machine works. Well, I guess. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. And those should be good. Now we just need to teach it how to craft all the apiary stuff. So we need to teach it. Why don't we? Oh, that's sorry. Let's teach it. Let's go downwards through these. So start with tier 4, tier 3, tier 2. Tier 1. And then tier 2. 3. Tier 4. And then we need this beehive, which I think it's best we craft that way, since we have an automated system for that. All right. So let's say we want to make 3 tier 4 apiaries. This is just more than anything. Also, this helps me with math. Say we want to make 3 of those. So we need, why do we need pigment honeycombs? We need grass. We need honey blocks. We need beeswax blocks. Also, our CPU doesn't have 33. Oh no, it does. It's just missing a lot of honeycomb blocks. Why does it need pigment honeycombs? What requires pigment honeycombs? Something is wrong with one of my recipes. I bet you I know which one it is too. Yep, this one. Knew it. Okay. Okay, so another thing you can do with these, if you've never seen them before, which if you're subscribed to me, I'd hope you would have, but maybe not. Honeycombs. We encoded that. Is you can set it to use or dictionary, which is like an ability to deal with modifications to the recipe of similar items that aren't exactly the same. Sadly, that can cause a lot of problems for TPS if you do that a lot. So you are best not doing that unless you have to. And then when you have to, you just hit this little button and allow item substitutions. Okay, so I'm still pretty sure our tier 4 apiary is... We wanted 3 of them. We need a ton more honey blocks. A lot of honeycombs. Those are just crafted. Beeswax, blocks, we're slowly getting. Grass, we need... Is there a way to get grass that we can automate? I mean, other than a complex redstone system. Turf, we'll put grass in there, we'll get... Okay, so we have botany pots. Let's get that going. Botany pot. And what does it need for grass in it? Isn't there different... Used grass, vivid grass. Let's just get the grass block. And our grass, and then chests. Oops. All right. That down, put that in there, put that in there. Another trick I think we can pull in this is just put as much grass as we can there so that it can't grow anything else. I don't know if that actually does anything, but I think it might. So I'm gonna do it anyways. There we go. And yeah, that's making grass for us. So that should get us a bunch more grass pretty quickly. Or well, not pretty quickly, but over time. So we can work on getting the better apiaries. This is really the long-term project right now. Is getting this ultimate singularities. We don't need them right this moment. There's other quests we can work on at the moment that we all have been working on, especially this episode. So like, for example, we can do this interface terminal, I would say. So let's just get that out of the way since we can. And we've been doing this kind of stuff the whole episode. So, all right. So all we need is an interface. Bish bash bosh interface terminal. This should also be pretty useful so that we don't have to go all the way down there to add stuff to our molecular assembler. All right. What does that leave us quest-wise? We keep auto-crafting these advanced cards, so we are not getting any of them. So the advanced card, let's just craft one. Or two, I guess. That gives us both of the quests. Cool. Let's take care of this basic card too. We can actually make a pattern for the basic cards because we'll need them later. When we get into some more advanced auto-crafting situations. And then they're used for crafting cards. They're also used for one other thing. Capacity cards, which is the other one that we will use them for. Alright, so let's make... we need one recipe of these. And that gives us that. Put them back, craft one of those. Craft one of those. That's all of the little tree. That leaves us with the gases. Or not gases, sorry, fluids, which I don't really need these right now. If I need them in the future, I'll make them. If not, we'll just wait till the end of the series when we're just finishing up quests, and then we'll work on those. One thing I do think we should just do to get it out of the way is these two things. So this crystal growth accelerator. A little bit of a quest completion kind of episode, but I feel like it's needed every once in a while just to keep us on track. Okay, that's that. No plans on using that, as we have a much better method with mechanism stuff. And then P2P tunnels, which is another thing we will look at, but probably in this mod, but probably later on once we actually have a reason for them. I need a card. What kind of card is it? Not the configuration one. This is the thing I need. Memory card. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is the only section we have not completed. And like I said, we will probably not work on this section until quite a bit later. So I think that's it for mechanism for the moment. It gave us what we needed. And eventually we can expand these out. This stack can go up to, so it's 4 per each. So we are using 4 channels here. If I get it maxed out, we can put 32 on this. This is the biggest cable you can have. You can run up to 32 channels, which would be 4 times 8, I think. So we could have 8 it could be 8 high. That's the highest it could go. I don't even think it can go that high here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the highest it could go here is 5. So technically we'd have to build down to build more. We're not in that much need of auto crafting at the moment. Now that we have auto crafting setting up, it'd be really easy to set that up because the auto crafting could be done by the machine largely, and then I would just have to input a couple of resources. But since it's not necessary at the moment, I think we should just stick with what we have. Also, I don't know how our power system would handle that. I think we're pretty stable at the moment, even with this big machine running, which I think these suck quite a bit. And I don't want to risk it at the moment, at least. Plus, it's not really necessary. It's necessary more for those big, complex crafting mod packs. Another note, this whole tab, when we get to the very end of the pack, if we decide we want to get the quest for it, we will just craft up each of these items real quickly. But it's unlikely we will do this tab since there is no reason to do it as we already did, or already are doing applied energistics. But yeah, so today we finished off this industrial foregoing tab, and I think in between episodes I'm going to try to get the resources to build 3 of these tier 4 apiaries. We're going to take all these bees out, replace these with tier 4 apiaries, so that we're getting a lot more resources pumped through this much quicker. We may even go so far as to make, so once we clear those out, we'll have actually a couple of apiaries, and if we have the resources left, we might upgrade this one as well, just because the greater level resources would be much, much easier and quicker to get some resources in when we are needing them. Yeah. So I'm going to work on that in between episodes. But for the moment, since we still have a little bit of time left, I think throw in a little fun clip at the end. I think I'm going to go take on some shulkers in the end to try and get that quest complete. You know, just keep the monster grinding going. We need to get 50 of them. We got 3 so far, so it's going to take a while. But yeah, I'll throw that in as a time lapse. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. right, guys. So that's about it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did. And that's it for our shulkers as well. The only end mob that we still have to kill another 19 times is the Ender Dragon, which we will work on later. But for now, that's it. Hope you all enjoyed again, and goodbye.